Holy crap, I think it worked this time. Why wouldn't it work the last 3 4 times? And by the way, Sam, hello, because I know you attempted to watch earlier on the first, whatever it was, 3 failed attempts. And to the rest of the community, hi, how you doing? I've been dealing with a lot of crap, started a new job, hurt my back, 3 or 4 days into it, doing very mundane tasks. It is what it is. And I don't really have anything to say. But I'm here, and I'm going live for fuck's sake. And just because, well, I'm awake and I'm not working in the morning and I'm bored. So let's see. What do I have to say? I think that currently, if you're not a little excited about some of the things, the advancements we're making in science technology, then you're not paying attention. If you're not a little, terrified at some of the things that are going on politically, then you're not paying attention. And if you don't realize that I am the best effing YouTube, okay, that's bullshit. Whatever. Um, yeah, I haven't been creating a lot. I've been, like I said, I've just been busy. I've been injured, and since I chose to take the job that I took, injury doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like you got to go to work. It is what it is. I can't afford to be disabled, and that sucks a little bit, but it's a step in the right direction and pay the bills and so forth. So what else do we have to say today? Um, I have a YouTube friend that I watch, Nicholas Williams. He does mostly pool games. So shout out to him. Check out his channel. He's on my friends list, which I keep active and open to the public as far as I remember. If you like pool, he does some pretty cool shit going on there. He obviously has a skill set that's above the regular and active, normal player. Who else? We got at San610. I'll give him a shout out. He does a little bit more of a hodgepodge, much like myself, does some unboxings, and he'll talk about this, that, and the other thing. He's got this fascination with a particular YouTuber, Dodash, but it's not just being negative. He's trying to get people to realize that a lot of crap that she's sharing is just total BS. Who else? I got a dude in there named Mary Vibes that I don't want to say anything negative, so I guess I'll stop talking about him. I definitely followed his channel for some very supportive reasons, and unfortunately, I'm having a tough time believing some of it. Mari, if you're watching, Vibe Tribe, all that, I wish you well, brother, but feeling a little sketchy. I'm just saying. Who else? I have a gentleman out there in Australia that I follow. He's a martial artist. I think he's going soon for his third Dan black belt, I believe it is. He does some workout videos, this and that. Seems like a really cool guy. Who else we got? I know I'm going to do a video regarding martial arts soon. Real martial artists that are trying to share some, information with viewers that makes sense to share. And then we got some fake ones out there that I'm just like, fuck, like, don't do this stuff. And maybe there's some mental illness or whatever. I don't know. But if you follow what they're telling you, you're either going to hurt yourself trying to do the stuff that they're doing, which, or even worse, you're going to get yourself really hurt because if you try some of the crap they're teaching you in real life, you're going to get your ass kicked unless you're fighting a third grader. But I know that's upcoming, sometime between now and 2029. And what else? Okay, that's it. Bye-bye. No. Look, chances are a lot of you have already signed out, signed off and don't really care about what I got to share, and that's fine. I still haven't treated this channel as a business as yet. I've been teaching myself some stuff, various programs, and we'll see what happens. If I'm going to treat it like a business, I'm definitely going to niche down, maybe have a couple of channels open, but that is something that I'll say. If you want to make it strong, if you want to make money on YouTube, it's pretty much imperative to niche down to one, maybe two topics and get that community. And this particular channel that I have, that's never been what I want to do. This is this is my creative outlet, one of several, and I have no intention of changing it. One day I'm doing, simple logic is logically simple. Another day I'm doing something on poker. Another day I'm talking martial arts or politics or comedy and doing silly parodies, whatever. And because that's me, you know. And so I'm not going to stop that on this particular channel. And I appreciate the viewers that have come here and stuck around, and those of you that come and leave. Hey, it is what it is. No worries. It's kind of funny. I've gotten our community as high as 84 subscribers, and we're back down to 82 because, well, some of these subscribers are scammers. So I'm literally telling YouTube, like, I could use the sub, but this is a fake channel. Ban them. So I've gotten as far as 84 with our little community, twice, 83, 4 or 5 times, and I keep telling YouTube to ban the people who have subbed to me because I know they're scammers. It's obvious when you look at the channel. What else we got going on? Oh, I'm going to give a shout out to a friend of mine. His name is Bob. I've known this man for a little over 30 years, and he's dealing with some medical issues recently. And I want to remind him that I love him very much. And, stay strong. Stop making a little better choices. We 30 years ago, we didn't think we'd live this old. Well, now we're here, so stop being a dumbass. What else? Remember to stay hydrated. Apparently, Carmex is good for chapped lips. Thank you, Sam. And what else? I believe that. So I thought about doing that, doing some singing, taking a cappella, which means with my hat on. No, I have been thought of doing some videos where I sing a song or 5, what have you. I do enjoy singing, not just parodies, but really singing. And we'll see. I don't know. Still got the video games in the background in my mind. I enjoy playing. I haven't turned on my PS4 and got to be close to a month now. But I do enjoy playing, and right now I'm live. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm streaming to no one, and that's fine. It is what it is. I'm sure a few of you will eventually watch this video and be like, oh yeah, that's right, this idiot's still alive, and we'll pretend we care and give him a thumbs up and crap like that, and it's appreciated. Who else do I want to give a shout out to? I'm gonna give a shout out to my mother. She died last fall. Obviously, for those of you that know, I was actually forcing myself to make a video when I got the phone call that she passed. And so while she's not with us physically, I'm giving a shout out because, she did the best that she knew how. And some of what she did was pretty solid. You know what I mean? Some of it was child abuse, but hey, it was a different time back then. But she was a good woman, and I do miss her. And what else? I had a friend recently tell me that faster than light, or FTL, was a thing, and that we already had the capacity and capability of it. And while I didn't want to get in an argument with this gentleman, I did tell him that I thought he was full of shit. So while I think there are certain technologies that are being hidden from the general public and this and that, I don't believe we have FTL as of yet, faster than light travel. I don't think we've accomplished that. That said, if you watch about some of the advancements we've made recently at CERN, the collider and so forth, it's some pretty interesting shit. We are moving in that direction. We have kind of proven that time travel is real, regardless of Einstein's theory of relativity and the candle and the train and all that. We've actually proven that it is real. Now, we can't currently do it, but we know because of some of the tests that we've done that it is a possibility, by science, that it does happen. It can happen. So that's cool and terrifying at the same time. What else? 4 times 4 is 16. 13 times 13 is 169. And 14 times 14 is 196. So that's pretty cool, in case you didn't know. ABC, JKL, and XYZ. What else? The Bruins have been sucking balls lately, and I don't mean that in a positive, type of way, but just playing like crap. Red Sox are just starting out, haven't been paying a lot of attention. Celtics look pretty solid. I'm very excited about this upcoming season of the Patriots, as I do think we should be a playoff contender. It'll be interesting. We'll see what happens. What else? Well, before I go live, maybe I should actually have something to say other than boo. But what do I care? You don't care. I don't care. And that's okay. My new job, I'm a cashier. So I have a Mensa level IQ, 135 on the WISE 3 scale, which is in the genius level, top 2% in the world, somewhere around there. I don't say this to be arrogant. I say this because it's factual, and it makes me kind of chuckle when I think that I'm working as a cashier for $15 an hour. That said, I'm appreciative for the opportunity with this company and look forward to, maybe moving up into management or, the IT department or the accounting department, whatever. They do have a good corporate structure. And, I've gotten compliments from fellow workers and this and that, and I just take it in stride and say I appreciate it, because what else are you going to do? Anything else sounds arrogant as fuck. So, but yeah, a little overqualified for the position. It's interesting how difficult it was for somebody in my position with my background, my resume, and this and that, how difficult it was to attain work when they're screaming and yelling and saying, that there's more jobs than people that want jobs. And the reality is they either want to underpay people, or conversely, they'll be like, oh, well, you're middle-aged, and we'd rather hire this 18-year-old who just got out of college that has no experience than somebody who maybe has their own opinions and has some experience coming into it. So that's a little frustrating. If you don't know, a piece of toast with some peanut butter and some nice crispy bacon on top. Very yummy. And I do like the show The Rookie. I don't watch a lot of TV. But The Rookie is actually a really well-developed, good character development, nice storylines, TV show that's going on right now. I've been watching it for, I don't know, I think we're in season 7. And what else? Watched Jeopardy last night with a friend of mine, John. He's a retired truant officer, early 60s. And just as I was about to leave, he was like, oh, hey, Jeopardy. So we watched it. Neither one of us, had a real great game. He's like, oh, I think you beat me like 14-3. And I'm like, look, neither one of us had a good game. Let it go. No worries. But my best Jeopardy, that same gentleman, Bob, years ago, allegedly, we may have been a little stoned. Allegedly. But we were watching it, and I'm just getting question after question after question after question. And so much so that in the first half, I think I had missed 3 questions out of 30. And he's like, there's no way. This is a repeat. You already seen this. And he looks at the guide. He's like, oh, no, it's new. I'm like, dude, And then the second one came and the end thing. So I actually had 57 correct answers out of 61 possible questions. Best game I've ever had by far. Every category was just hitting me smack dab in the middle of the face. And never come that close to that many correct, my next highest is probably like 34 or something, which I think is a great game. But yeah, I hit 57 out of 61 one night with Bob. 27 years ago now. That was pretty cool. And what else we got going on? How many minutes we got in? Still no viewers. So, it is 12:15 my time here. So it is what it is. That said, we're almost 15 minutes into this live stream. Glad it finally worked. And, yeah, you know, there's a lot of things I'd like to do in life with this channel and this and that. And, you know, I asked for suggestions and this and that, and I don't get a lot. I did get one from Sam610 that, you know, suggested I share with the community, but specifically for him, why I don't have a TikTok or a CapCut in the, and then I put this huge amount of crap together, and then I just never finished the video. But it is in the process. I can finish it. I probably should, because I said I would. But what else? This is an American quarter. It's worth 25 cents. 4 of them is worth $1. If you didn't know that, what the fuck, man? Lay off the crack. My go-to drink for the better part of 3 decades is Southern Comfort. I prefer 100 proof, which means 50% alcohol, but nowadays it's, I think, 70 proof, 35%, which is still way stronger than what most people drink. It's kind of funny for a guy that my current walk around rate is about 170. My heaviest ever was 185. My lowest as an adult, you know, I'll say 18 plus, 21 plus, was 128. But we won't get into that. Thank you, Sharon, for pointing out that I had lost all that weight. Very depressed, very difficult time in my life. But anyway, my normal lowest walk around rate was like 136. And I did that in my early 20s because I changed divisions that I was fighting in the ring in. But 180, 185 was, you know, not a bad frame for me. So 170 right now, and you know, doing what I can. The lower back injury doesn't help, you know, but I mean, it is what it is. And by now, I imagine if anybody was watching, they would have, you know, logged off, because who the hell wants to watch my dumbass talk about absolutely fucking nothing for almost 20 minutes? But I did. I probably will again. And nothing but love to you guys. I wish positivity. I know that some fucker won my Mega Millions in Illinois, and another douche nugget won my Powerball in California. So I've decided, all of you who, you know, that I told I'd buy a bacon cheeseburger and some fries once I win, you know, the multi-million lottery, that now I'm just going to settle for a $20 or $30 million win, but you won't be able to get any bacon on your cheeseburgers. And what else? You know, I could make a channel about so many things. But if any of you in the community that are active, you know, have a request, I'm always open for the idea. It seems to give me some focus to have a task to get done, something to do for somebody else. Always seems to be more motivation than doing something for myself, which is something I'm working on. And I guess I'll keep going for another minute and 18 seconds. Might as well make it 20 minutes long, because you got 18 minutes, 40 seconds of crap. You might as well get 20 minutes of crap. And, you know, if I get 7 views or I get 7 million views, it doesn't really make that big a difference to me right now. What I like is the potential community interaction with a few people out there who have recognized as creators themselves how difficult it is to do this and to actually grow. That said, something I'm going to add for people, if you have like Nicholas or, you know, Sam and some others, when I watch your videos, I don't know if you noticed, but I actually go through and hit like on basically every comment. That is helpful. It's beneficial. And it only takes 10, 15 seconds of my time, because let's be honest, you know, normally you don't have many, you know, 10, 15 comments at most anyway. But it is just one of those little things you can do to help your fellow creators. And as we continue to all try to do more and get stronger and grow our communities, you know, and if I happen to run for politics, I'll let you know. And then all of these videos will be used against me, like, you can't elect him, he's a moron. And then I'll have to bring out some paperwork and go, no, I'm not a moron. I just don't care if people want to judge me. So yeah, I wish you all nothing but positivity and hope that you're doing well. And if you're struggling with things, that these obstacles are removed from your path, or you have some good support group. And even if it's just me via a phone call or a text or what have you, if I can be of assistance, it's who I am, it's what I do. So remember me in that sense. And even if you feel like you're a total stranger to me and you just need somebody to talk to or bounce some ideas off of, be surprised. I can be helpful. That said, big smiles, everything's wonderful. Nothing but love to you all. Keep creating and have a good night or day or afternoon, whenever you happen to watch this, which